Hi guys, this is Luton, and today I've got a video about Tank Superiority. Now I actually meant to put this video out a little while ago, but I got mixed up with a load of other bits and pieces and starting Borderlands and so yeah, I haven't got around to it. But I wanted to make this video and talk about a few things. Now, one of the first ones was that, funnily enough, after I made my video about the optics for vehicles, I saw that Level had actually done another one, and he was talking about the same thing in Tank Superiority and how it can be a really beneficial thing. Now, I had actually started running optics for Tank Superiority because I genuinely find that it's kind of fun. You know, javelins are often out of range and they can't lock onto you, so provided you keep enough range and you can sort of snipe targets, it can actually be kind of good. Obviously, if you come in too close at range or whatever, then it's not going to be the right thing, but generally it can actually be kind of fun to do. So this was one of the first rounds I really played in Tank Superiority for like full games. I mean, obviously in the first week of Armored Kill we would have a few, you know, Tank Superiority games, but they tended to be a bit of a you know, full-on free-for-all, and everyone would just charge into the middle and literally just blow the hell out of everything. And often one of my most fun games was to just sit with a javelin and a box of ammo and just pick off people who didn't have smoke, so that was kind of fun. But you know, for this role anyway, I wanted to sort of just show how the kind of round went along and how it works. Another good observation that Level made in his video, or was it when I was talking to him? I think I was talking to him. I was having a Skype conversation with Level, and we were talking about you know, this exact thing about optics and stuff and how it works. Now you can see at the moment, right? For one thing, it's kind of tricky unless you're very experienced with the range of these things to actually figure it out. Now, I'm hitting the kind of general area, but you know, again, unless you're very used to it, it takes a little while to mark it down. I do start, I've cut, by the way, I should say, I've cut this video down because it was 20 minutes or 15 minutes, I think, and I just wanted to cut, there's a lot of bits of me just kind of firing at stuff, so I've tried to trim it down a little bit. I start getting hit markers, okay, I've worked out my kind of range and so on and so on, but these guys are moving back and forth, and so, you know, you're not really achieving a huge amount staying at extreme range unless you're, you know, a very skilled tank sniper. You know, see, I managed to land a few multiple hits on this guy right here, and you know, it's been kind of good, but it's not the best, so I decided to kind of move up for some, you know, closer attacks and so on and so on. But yeah, what Level had been saying to me was that often people don't like these Tank Superiority games, so they don't often post them up because a lot of the time it's this kind of gameplay. It's sitting back, you know, and you often are not racking the kills. They tend to be not terribly exciting rounds, and you know, even with the PC gameplay, because they tend to have low, you know, kill ratios towards the end of the round. You don't get the, you know, unless you're playing on a server which has got huge ticket counts and maybe instant respawn vehicles and stuff like this, you're not going to get massive ticket scores. You're not going to get massive kill scores even for those kind of games. However, I still think it's very interesting. I like it because I like the way these games play out. I like the fact that, you know, you have a real feeling of like tank combat, and I think certain maps work better than others. I think Bandar Desert works particularly well for Tank Superiority because that first initial rush to get to the base is really important. And you can see we're kind of 60 tickets down here. It's really important for us to win back that base. I would say that smoke does have a benefit when you're trying to cap up a base, because if you have 2-3 guys go flying in there, you know, if you pop your smoke as you come in, it can be very useful as a smoke screen. Okay, it's going to be more difficult for people to see you. If you have infantry with you as well, I would say that you know, a strong tactic is Noz taking me down with the javelin. That's the disadvantage, obviously, with the optics. If you want to cap up a base like this on Tank Superiority, a very good tactic is to carry infantry in your vehicles. It'll obviously help cap it faster, and what you want to do is bomb it in, pop your smoke, and then drop the infantry out. Use your tanks as a shield, put those guys in behind, alright? Then the smoke is going to prevent them from kind of being sniped off with machine guns from tanks and vehicles, and you know, obviously you've got the armour in there at the same time. But don't leave if you've got 3 or 4 guys, or if you are infantry in a vehicle. Don't be scared to get out, because seriously, if you take multiple hits onto your tank or whatever, if they get you targeted or range marked, you know, you're going to be going down as a group, and that's never going to be a good thing. So this game has been playing out quite well at the moment, even though we're 100 tickets down. I can't remember if we win or lose, so let's see. Probably we don't win, I wouldn't have thought, because these kind of games you really do need to stay 100% in control. But you can see what I'm doing right here is that basically, yeah, there was no one, there's Noz going down, no one was going for the objective, and as you know, I don't like it when people are too scared to go for the objective, so I thought I would solo it. which is not an uncommon thing for me to do. And you can see that I quite easily managed to solo this base here. So it just shows that, you know, really you do need to get stuck in the mix and just get on with it. It very frustrates me very often when we're playing games and people are scared to kind of get in and actually get stuff done. So I often find that I tend to be the person who kind of goes, for Christ's sake, let's just get on with it, which is what was happening in this round. So yeah, I don't have a huge amount much more to talk about on this video. I'll spend the remaining 5 minutes talking about general things, because pretty much it's just me driving around doing this. But I do like Tank Superiority. I would say that Armored Kill, the more we've kind of gone along with it, it's kind of interesting. There's loads of things that I really like about it, but at the same time it's kind of a curious DLC. I think it doesn't have the same appeal that the Close Quarters DLC did. And the reason for that is I think that the games of Armored Killed are more kind of specific. I think they have a kind of narrower subscription base to them, because I think this kind of gameplay, because it has lower KD, you know, kills at the end of the round, I think because, you know, some people don't like vehicles at all. Some people have come into Battlefield and they really are not on par with that kind of gameplay. They prefer infantry combat, and you know, I think, you know, that is a contributing factor. Look at the tow missile here. I really like these things. I love the guided missiles out of these tanks. They're so good. But yeah, anyway, I think that's a contributing factor to its own, you know, success or whatever. So other things that I've got coming up, I've got a few ideas for other series coming up soon. I've got various bits and pieces that I'm working on. I'm trying out other games like Borderlands and stuff like that, which has gone down quite well. There's obviously going to be other games coming along, and I will go back and finish series, so don't worry for series that I haven't finished. I will be going back. Also, I would say, if you're some of my Battlefield viewers and you only watch my Battlefield videos, because a lot of my videos tend to, you know, my Battlefield videos now often get between 1,000 to 3,000 views. A lot of my other content doesn't get, you know, high views. I'm not saying that I want everyone to watch it, because I know a lot of people come to me for Battlefield content, and I am going to continue to make Battlefield content right up until the next Battlefield series. So don't worry, I'm not going to suddenly bow out and stop doing it. I will continue making Battlefield content and making constructive Battlefield content. I won't put out random crap just for the sake of putting it out. I will always try to do tactical, thought out content, because I know that's what people actually want to see. And it's also what I enjoy. I don't enjoy making random rubbish, so that's probably, you know, another good thing for everyone. But yeah, I would just say, you know, if you come to my channel, check out some of my other stuff, because it's all in the same vein, it's all in the same narration style. And you know, there's some series that, you know, like Doom and Riven and things like this, these great old games, and there's a, you know, there's a huge amount to get out of these games. I think, you know, they're really, really nice. So just take the time today to check back through some of my other videos, and you never know, you might find something that you like. Also, I would say I have a huge stockpile of Battlefield videos, tactical and other, so go through my channel, check out some of that other stuff, because there is, you know, a lot of stuff there to watch. So please do go back and check through some of the stuff that I put out 3-4 months ago. You know, it's still relevant, and it'd be really nice to see some comments there, because I do read them. Another thing I should say, talking about comments, I'm planning to do a series where I actually vlog talking about comments and highlighting and responding to comments that people have made to my channel throughout the week. So that could be a bit of fun, and I think I'm going to have some fun responding and eyebrow raising to some of the questions. Okay, I would just like to say here at the end, now look at this, we've turned the game around. We managed to keep hold of the base from when I made that initial push earlier on and kept the base. Now the other thing is, they were trying to make an aggressive push towards the end here. I didn't really have a vehicle. I think I bailed out, or I ran in here or something. I think I ran in because I didn't have a vehicle and I got pissed off waiting, so I decided to just get stuck in here. I'm left in the destroyed, you know, blown apart grounds of the A here. I'm hiding in craters. I'm trying to sort of survive. I was firing RPGs at vehicles. I'm repairing our own vehicles, and so on and so on. They were trying to come down the hill here, but we've managed to hold on to it. So overall, this was quite an exciting round. You know, we were 100 tickets down, and you often notice this in games that I play. We're in a losing situation. Never give up, okay? You should fight, and fight hard, because even if you lose, every loss is a learning experience. This turned out to be a good round. You can see we've got my favourite guys here, Raven, Akbar, and you know, we're doing a good job of keeping these guys at bay. And as is often the case, if you make a big push on the enemy, they often won't make the effort to put it back again, and that can only be to your advantage with laying it back onto them here. So that's been my little video here, guys. Much more stuff to come on the way soon. As I say, please check back through my other stuff, and I hope you'll enjoy some things there. Please comment, I will always read your comments, and please like, share, subscribe as always. Thanks so much, guys. See you soon for more.